Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and moving up part 2. As you can see, sort of slowly making progress here, and it's getting a bit echoey in here now as things now have been sort of taken down. So I've cleared most of the stuff here, so I've still got quite a lot to do actually. The council now has given me until the end of this month to get this place cleared out and get it tidy as well, which is really nice of them. So thank you very much for that extension. And there you go. So quite a lot of stuff to move. I have actually now, remember, I had my servers in the shed. They're now been taken out, and I'll show you where they are now. They're actually in-house now. So let's go downstairs. See, it was all empty. See, in my rooms. Still a bit of a mess, but we're getting there. All my cabinets come down, so lots of holes in the wall. And yeah, so look at all these different colours on the walls where the pictures used to be. Years of grime, years of being here. You can see there as well. So we now taken the in the shed out there. We've taken the servers and we brought them in here now, because obviously this is the front room. Bed's gone where my mum used to sort of stay. Sofa's now gone. So this is really empty now. So this is where my servers are now being placed. So you can get to see all my kit together now, because we're not actually able to have done a video before showing all my kit, because we had this server here was upstairs. This one was in the garage. These two servers were in the shed. That switches from the shed. Also got one of these upstairs as well. We had the NAS boxes upstairs. The router was always lived sort of here. So that's my equipment. So let's go through. So on top we've got the Wi-Fi point, which has given us internet today. So that's the TP-Link ceiling mounted wireless solution, which I'll be using at my new place. And we've got the 2 Dell servers, which I've used that used to be at my business. So when my business sort of came closed down and stuff, I brought it back and carried on using these servers. I used to have like 6 of them, really stacked up high, and slowly, eventually, taking ones offline that don't need to be there. Now these that runs a tunnel server. We're going to slowly migrate that to a VM on the box here. This is running Exchange server, but it's actually running on VMware, and Exchange is running virtually inside the VMware itself. So we need to migrate that eventually, very soon, onto our Unraid boxes here. So we've got the Dell 2210-2s, which is 32 gig of RAM, 8 cores, and it's an Intel Xeon processor. I can't remember what the speed processor is at the moment, because it's ages since I looked in it. I mean, these are years old. Now this is the Dell PowerEdge 310 server. It's got 4 RAID 5 2 terabyte disks each. Yes, we've got a failed disk on here, hence we've got to migrate that off onto this box here. That comes with 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I believe it's got 8-core Xeon processor. Again, it's years old. It's got to be over 3 years old. Now, these are the 2 Unraid boxes that I've been building for here. So this one on the left-hand side, if you want to look at the videos, you can go back and look at the videos on there to tell you all the spec and what's in them. But this has got 6 terabytes storage, running Unraid as the main operating system, and then we've got some virtual environments on these ones here. So these 2 boxes here will eventually get then virtualized, and they will be on this box here. So this box will do everything. Now this box is built to the same spec as that box. It's got the same RAM, both 32 gig of RAM in each. Both got the same processor running at 4 gigahertz. So they have identical motherboard, software, hard drives, you name it, they're both exactly the same. Okay, so this machine here and this machine here runs a piece of software called Sync, and Sync will synchronize everything on this box over to this box here. So this is actually mirroring that master server itself. There's always somebody who phones when you do something anyway, we ignore that. This is my 48 port gigabit switch. It's web managed. Go away. It's web managed, so we can actually configure the ports. We can run VLANs on there. We can configure it to run different port speeds if we wanted to. We can segment certain bits off, make them dedicated network, a separate network if we wanted to, running VLAN again. But this is literally just configured as a straight gigabit switch at the moment. Now, the server at the top has 2 gigabit cards and they're bonded, so let's say it gives me 2 gig backbone. This machine here has a quad card and 2 onboard cards, so it's got 6 Ethernet and cables coming out the back of that. Again, that's all bonded. That gives it 6 gig backbone. So copying from this machine to that machine, vice versa, is super quick. These have 3 network cards in each machine, running 3 network cables off, so they're again bonded and they have 3 gig backbone. So when you're copying between these 2 machines here, they're very, very fast. Eventually we'll probably replace them for 10 gig Ethernet a bit later on, then we'll replace this later on with a 10 gig Ethernet switch itself. There's my new power strip, which I'll be using in my new place. It's a 12 port power connection. Don't know why it's complaining in here to have poor signal when my Wi-Fi box is up here. Very strange. Anyway, so that's our power bank. This is what we're using in the new place. So all that equipment there is plugged into it. Now moving along slowly here, we've got our NAS boxes. Basically, I use that one as long-term storage. So anything on this box here, I don't want to be accessing frequently with. That's probably why I go back to it every once a month or maybe once every 6 months. I move it on to this box here. They both got 2 4 terabyte drives, so when I eventually build them up, I can take them out and replace them for 10 gig drives if I wanted to. And these 2 boxes here, I'm just slowly taking data off because they're what I used to store everything onto it. So data slowly being taken off of that, moving on to my Unraid, organise it in the right order. That synchronises that. And eventually, when I don't use the data so much, then data will come off of that and be sunk on our little archiving box here. And a bit later on, we'll do some videos. So once I get all settled and stuff, we'll create a video where we'll build another one of these boxes, but for more discs, because these only hold up to about 6 discs in them. Probably able to squeeze another 3 in each. But we're going to build a new one of these, which are just going to hold tons and tons of discs in there, getting it up to something like 40 terabytes of storage, and that will replace this box here for long-term archiving with. So that's very much my setup. Just give you a quick view there. It's very much my setup, which I'm using at the moment, and we'll literally build on that a bit more. So we'll add to this a little bit as we go through. I've done some videos on these builds here and why I'm using Unraid, and obviously I'm going to be sending out lots more videos about Unraid, configuring it, setting it up, how to create VMware environments on there as well, or sort of we call virtual hub. They're not VMware anymore because this is Unraid's own virtual server software. So we'll show how that's all set up. So I'm not going to be converting VMware onto Unraid. I'm going to rebuild a new VMware on here. Sorry, new virtual server on here. I should use words right. On the Unraid box, and we're going to migrate the stuff, data from here over to that box. So that way we can make sure all the virtual servers are running completely on the new operating system. And the operating system I'm using at the moment on these one boxes is Windows 2016 server. So that's what we're migrating up to. And Exchange I'll be going from, so on that box we've got already using Microsoft Exchange 2010. So it'll be installed on here, the virtual server. Again, that'll be run on 2016 server and the new latest and greatest Exchange 2016 itself. So that's what we're going to do on that side there. So we've got up to the end of the month here. So this will give us plenty of time. We're having a new phone, new internet line installed, which is using Virgin Media Business, running at 350 meg upload download speeds with a sort of decent more or less dedicated 20 meg upload speeds. So this will sit nicely on that. So once that's installed, we can then start shifting these servers out of here. That basically leaves this room ready to clean up and tidy, and hopefully by that time we'll then be moving out of here completely then. So yeah, so it's a quick update on my current situation. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos on all this, and I'll do some videos on cabling and all that stuff. That's all to come up soon anyway, so keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep liking my videos. Cheers guys.